esteemed members of the Sacramento County Board of Supervisors and Chair Natoli. Thank you for the time today to share with you the incredible and dedicated work the Sacramento County Victim Witness Program within the Sacramento County District Attorney's Office does for the victims of crime in Sacramento County. In honor of National Victims of Crime Week, I will be sharing a victim story with you today and then provide you with a history of the victims' rights in California. Jane was only 11 years old when she attended her first sleepover party for a classmate. She was very excited and eager to attend the roller skating rink with her friends and then spend the night giggling away. She had no idea that fun night would turn into a nightmare where she would be sexually assaulted by her friend's father. She would go years keeping this secret until finally an investigator knocked on her door to ask her about a birthday party she attended 8 years prior. Now 19 years old and living in another state, attending college, she reveals a secret she held locked inside for 8 years. She is then subpoenaed to testify in front of strangers in great detail about what happened to her 11-year-old body and how that impacted her life today. In this process, she would learn she is one of 15 victims by the same defendant, a previously convicted registered sex offender. She would also learn she is not able to access mental health support because she now lives out of state to attend college. As the trauma now ranges in her after testifying about the horrific things no child should ever endure, she is left with open wounds, not only at the memories of what happened to her being brought back to the forefront, but also by having to endure talking about it on record in front of strangers in explicit detail. After the verdicts were rendered, she turned to me and said, "I am the only one with a life sentence. I will heal, but I am forever changed." With the support of the victim advocate and amazing community partners that we have here in Sacramento County, she has found a sexual assault support group and is engaging in equine therapy to help her through these traumas. In honor of National Victims Crimes Right Week, April 24th through the 30th this year, across the country, victim service programs are sharing victim stories and raising awareness about the trends of victim services in their communities and the need for ongoing victim support. As I share with you the history of the Victim Bills of Rights in California and the influence we are seeing of crime in Sacramento, I hope to show you the incredible impact victim advocates have to help victims not only get through and get healed, but to survive regardless of what has happened to them. The incredible victim advocates that I have the honor of supervising have helped many victims of crime not only understand the criminal justice process, walked them through the criminal justice process, and assisted them in supporting them through the criminal justice process, they also helped them begin the healing process. The Sacramento County Victim Witness Program in the District Attorney's Office was established in 1977 to assist and serve victims of crime. In 1980, the Sacramento County Board of Supervisors designated the Sacramento County District Attorney's Office as a Center for Victim Services. However, it was not until November 4th, 2008, that the state of California adopted the Victims' Bill of Rights after Marjorie Ann Nicholas was murdered by her boyfriend and her family and championed for victims' rights to be codified in the Constitution. Marzy's Law, as a Victims' Bill of Rights is commonly known, highlights the need for rights for victims in the criminal justice system. California is one of the few states throughout the country that has actually codified this in their constitution, ensuring that victims' rights are upheld. The Sacramento County Board of Supervisors and the Sacramento County District Attorney remain committed to serving and supporting victims of crime throughout Sacramento County. In Sacramento County, when a crime happens, the Victim Witness Program is notified. Our team of victim advocates reach out to those victims, providing immediate crisis intervention support, emotional support, counseling, and assist them with explaining what the next steps are going to happen. Many people do not have any idea what the criminal justice system looks like until they're a part of it. Criminal acts have a lasting physical, emotional, and financial impact on people of all ages, abilities, economics, racial, and social backgrounds. As we learned on April 3rd, 2022, when multiple people were shot after enjoying a spring evening on K Street, crime affects us all. The entire community was impacted that night. Our community must remain steadfast in ensuring there are adequate supports, proper supports for our community partners, and healing services for every victim of crime. The criminal justice process is often intimidating, confusing, and adversarial from a victim point of view. They often feel lost in the shuffle. Many people have never encountered the criminal justice system until they have become a victim or are the family member of a victim. This is where the critical work of the specially trained district attorney victim advocates come in. They come alongside each victim and their family. They provide education on how the case will progress. They assist in meetings with investigators, with police and law enforcement, and with the district attorneys to support the victims throughout the court process and to meet the families and explain laws and what they can expect as the case progresses, as well as connect them with community resources to begin that healing process. The National Crime Victims' Rights Week theme this year is Help Crime Survivors Find Their Justice, Rights, Equity, and Access for All Victims. Awareness of the impact crime has on victims in the community is not limited to National Crime Victims Week, but needs to be in our thoughts, our decisions, and our actions every week of the year. In all of our conversations about criminal justice reform and social service needs, we must as a community remember those who have been deeply affected and impacted by crime in our community. We must always remember victims' voices need to be heard and never forgotten. This week is to highlight and bring to the forefront the issue and support needed by those in our community and nation who have endured challenges trying to heal and find justice after being victimized by crimes in which they live. This week is to remember and honor those who are healing and those who are struggling to find healing. As we honor survivors of crime, it is imperative as a community to never forget survivors' voices and the impact that crime has on individuals, families, and our communities as together we seek criminal justice reform. We must continue to ensure there are services, supports, and safe places for healing. Victims often tell us we are the only ones with the life sentences as our lives have been forever changed. Crime affects all of us as a community. Let's work together to ensure voices of victims are honored and heard. As Tarana Burke said, we want to turn victims into survivors and survivors into thrivers. Thank you.